usual conditions that you get here in Dubai with these overcast conditions. Very chilly across, a lot of breeze around, blowing across the ground. It can be quite a bit of a challenge when you're not used to these conditions. But you heard the captain of the Dubai Wanderers, Danny Pawson, say to us earlier that in the toss that very comfortable for him. They're from England and very home-like conditions for them. It's cold and breezy there. Oh, that's a good shot. But a wonderful effort there. Goodness gracious, it was Danny Pawson, the skipper, throwing himself across and certainly saves a boundary for his team. Great effort there. The captain leading from the front. Fantastic stuff. This is what you need as a team. Put those brilliancy, bring those brilliant moments into the game. Create that pressure for the opposition. So Wanderers have started well here after 2 overs, 7 for no loss. So Navalesh Naidu continues. He's on to his second over. Mohammad Irfan now on strike. When he gets going, he can be quite devastating there, Mohammad Irfan. Gonna be a very interesting encounter. Two very good teams going up against each. This time again, is it gonna be... In fact, it is a dot ball. So 2.2 overs, 7 for no loss here. It's been a watchful start by the 7 districts so far. Just pinched a single towards short square leg. Mohammad Irfan. So 8 runs for no loss, 2.3 overs. The 7 districts have started quite slowly. 3.2 overs. 3.2 runs per over, I beg your pardon. Oh, that stayed a bit too low. Haider Wasisha was expecting the ball to come up a bit higher, was expecting it to bounce a little bit more. The moment he shot the ball pitch halfway across the pitch, his eyes immediately lit up. Tried to target the mid-wicket boundary, but for his luck, it did not bounce enough. Sometimes when the pitch is too paced, it can be quite a challenge. Oh, what a shot that was. Goodness gracious, I thought initially it did seem like he was going through the covers. But somehow at the point of impact, he just rips his wrist. Just look at that. Can be very, very risky. That could have easily got a top edge and leaped up for a catch to one of those fielders in the close-in. But fantastic start this is by the Wanderers. Trying to go for a big shot. They're pushing for a 2 and a great effort there. Wonderful effort by the fielder at mid-on. Certainly saved a couple of runs for his team. The Wanderers have certainly been applying a lot of pressure. Look at that. Oh, brilliant stuff. Fantastic stuff. I think that was Abdullah Kayani at the mid-on region. So 3 overs done. 9 for no loss. Well, that was a mistimed shot by Syed Haider Wasisha trying to pull the ball into the mid-wicket region and ends up getting a bottom part of the bat, a bottom edge that scoops up into the air, and a very, very good catch been taken. The Wanderers have certainly started off pretty well. Look at that. Oh, brilliant stuff. Abdullah Kayani once again. You just can't keep that man out of the action, isn't it? He's been terrific, outstanding with the bat, with the ball, now on the field. And this is fantastic stuff, brilliant stuff. And they lose their first wicket, 9 runs. 9 for 1. Well, sincere apologies. That was Salik Shah who completed that catch. A very, very good catch at mid-on. It was Abdullah Kayani who was the bowler. Picked up that wicket. So big, big wicket on that occasion. Haider Wasisha has been in tremendous form of late. And getting that wicket would certainly mean that the Wanderers are right on top. The dot balls in the last, how tight the Wanderers have been bowling has indeed induced that wicket. Look at that, not giving easy runs, not giving easy singles, not letting them to rotate the strike at the very least. The Wanderers have certainly been throwing themselves around. This is outstanding stuff, brilliant stuff by the Wanderers. Abdullah Kayani continues his merry way. 1 wicket for 5 runs in 1.3. First 4 balls have been spot on. Can he finish strong here? A good looking shot. Just played nicely into the gap. A bit of almost a collision there between Jordan Clark and Clint Birkinshaw. So just gets 1 run on that occasion. It could have pushed for at least another 1 or 2. A bit too short, a bit too wide. Abdullah Kayani, who's bowled brilliantly up to that point, unfortunately spoils his over by bowling a delivery way outside off stump. Short and wide. And Mohammad Irfan is too good a batter to miss out on an opportunity like that. All he had to do was get some bat, find the gap, and he will get full value for shots. 4 overs done, 14 for 1. So Navalesh continues his third over. And nicely guided down to deep third for a single. So Shazad Ali having to walk into bat at number 3 for the 7 Dixis has a job to do after that fall of Wasisha's wicket. He's got to make sure that he digs deep and stitches up a very good partnership, for the third wicket and give them that platform that the 7 districts are looking for. Oh, that's a magnificent delivery. What a delivery. The bowler is celebrating. And late call by the umpire says, yes, my friend, there was a feather. There was a bit of glove. And unfortunately, Mohammad Irfan, there's nothing much he could do. He has to take the long walk back. Look at that. Brilliant delivery. Magnificent delivery. That came in sharp into the left-hander. Look at that. Late reaction by the umpire. But Mohammad Irfan, there's nothing much you could do. Got a start play. That magnificent shot through that deep point region. One boundary for him. But Ben Wilgoss behind the stumps. Brilliant stuff. Great take. And Navalesh Naidu gets a wicket as well. So 7 districts in a spot of bother, 15 for 2. Well, so it's a skipper Mohammad Haider who's walked into bat at number 4. And he's come at a crucial time. The 7 districts in a spot of bother. Good delivery there. And solidly played behind that. Mohammad Haider. So 15 for 2, the 7 districts. They'll need a partnership here. Can the skipper provide them with that? Playing that way outside his body. Mohammad Haider can be a very risky ploy. Can easily get an inside edge and onto the stumps. He's got to try and move that feet towards the line. Good delivery again. Just outside off stump, a direct hit. And in fact, that's going to go for extras. 4 overthrows and an additional run. So that's going to give 5 runs. There for the 7 districts. Very, very unfortunate to say the least. But a very good over once again from Navalesh Naidu has just been spoiled by that overthrow. Just look at that. A quick drop and a run. Well, he was safely inside, but not backed up the Abdullah Kayani on that occasion. Was not able to come behind that. Last ball coming up of the third. Oh, flirting with that delivery outside off stump. Shazad Ali. Very lucky not to have got a nick. So after 5 overs, 7 districts, 20 for 2. The Wanderers right on top. So last over of the power play, and it's going to be Jordan Clark introduced into the attack. Straight away bowls delivery just outside fifth stump, keeping things nice and tidy. Jordan Clark, the first time I'm witnessing his arrival in the Arabian Cricket League. Looks a decent bowler, quite tall. Seems like he's got his family here as well. Jordan Clark. Oh, he's got some pace, doesn't he, Jordan Clark? Certainly can generate some steam. He's got very, very good height there, Jordan Clark. So he will get a bit of extra purchase, extra bounce, bowling it into the body of skipper Haider. So very, very slow start here. 3.9 the run rate. This turning out to be a very good start by Jordan Clark. The 7 districts, on the other hand, they've got to dig deep. They need a partnership, and they need to make sure that they don't look too far away. Maybe try and not lose any more wickets and try and get the team to about 10 overs. And if they can get to 10 overs around 55 to 60, then they can reassess and see where they can get to. Got to play smart from here onwards. 4.5 overs to go. And in this, they've got to be sure they can pick up another 35 to 40 runs. Oh, that's flicked off very nicely off the pads. Well, the moment he made contact there and the moment he played it off the bat, it was quite evident that that ball was going to sped away to the boundary. Beautiful shot. Slightly on the pads this time. And Shazad Ali is too good a batter to miss out on that. All he did was bring his line inside the line of the ball and just flicked it off his pads into the big vacant gap behind square on the leg side. Wonderful shot there by Shazad Ali. Oh, that was a wide delivery, and look, little Benny go flying across. Well, he reminds me of Rumesh Kalvitharna in Sri Lanka. Short in stature, but look at that. Oh, magnificent. Absolutely magnificent from Ben Wilgos. He certainly is a special talent, the man behind the stumps. Very skillful. One of the best wicket keepers going around in the UAE. A direct hit would have been interesting. Kleinberg and Shaw on that occasion. So 27 for 2. One more delivery to end the power play. What will Shazad Ali do here? In fact, it's the captain. We called a wide. Yes, it will. So he's got to re-bowl that Jordan Clark started off really well. The last couple of deliveries have not been up to the mark. Got the right plan. They're trying to bowl that slower delivery there, Jordan Clark. But does not get the release right. Bowls just outside that line. Last ball of the 6th. Oh, an opportunity. Very, very nearly lobbing it back to the bowler. Well, no damage is done. Skipper Mohammad Haider survives. It's 28 for 2 after 6. So power play overs done and dusted. Field restrictions have been lifted now. So right now they've got a deep point in place. Also got a long one. A deep third and a deep fine leg fielder. So Navalesh Naidu looks like he's going to bowl out. Bowling his last over. He's certainly been brilliant and outstanding with the ball. 3.21 for 11. Can he try and bring in and perhaps an inside, an in-swing to Mohammad Haider, just outside that forward stump, and if he can bring it in, he certainly will mean business. Mohammad Haider is a clean hitter of the ball, but not that big when it comes to technique. Oh, there you go. That was a good shot there. Mohammad Haider tries to move 1 foot out of the way and gets a thick edge, I'd say, but he did make decent contact. And it went to the boundary towards that deep square leg region. So 33 for 2. Mohammad Haider moves on to 9 runs of 8 balls. Well, for the 7 districts, on the other hand, they'll want Mohammad Haider and Shazad Ali to push on and make a big score for their team. Did not time that enough, their skipper. Got the bottom part of the bat, the thick edge below. So 34 on the board, 6.4 overs. They're going at a rate of 5.10. So the Wanderers have done brilliantly so far today. Oh, this is slashed and slashed hard. Where's that gone? One bounce over the boundary line. Down the third man region. And this one was a bit too short, a bit too wide by Navalesh Naidu. And capitalized on it beautifully there, Shazad Ali. He's too good a batter to miss out on an opportunity like that. And the 7 districts can do with a few more boundaries of that sort. Very, very good looking shot. And this over now from Navalesh Naidu has proved to be a bit expensive. 10 runs coming off this so far. He's got 1 more ball to go. Last ball of the 7th. Flicked off nicely. And he gets another boundary. So 3 boundaries of Navalesh Naidu's last over. And it is Shazad Ali who's come to the party. And he's come to the party big time. Great over here for the 7 districts. Exactly what the doctor ordered in order to up that run rate. 7 overs done. It's 42 for 2. Oh, good delivery there. Yorker length on that occasion. Just squeezed it out. They might cut it off at the boundary line. They pick up a couple of runs. Good delivery there by Jordan Clark. Hitting the Yorker length, bowling his second over. Mohammad Haider has done extremely well as well to get the bat down on time. Not easy when you have somebody as tall as Jordan Clark. Just put in some steam and then try and hit those block holes as well. So for the first time in the innings, the run rate of the 7 districts have gone above run a ball. It's 6.1 now. They've mostly been loitering around that 5 to 4 runs per over mark. Now they've managed to get some gas after the brilliant last over. But has he got an edge there? Yes, he has. Mohammad Haider gets a faint outside edge. And Jordan Clark picks up his first wicket. A very good delivery. Just look at that. Oh, goodness gracious. Making some room. Giving himself some room. And a regulation catch to Ben Wilcox behind the stumps. So Mohammad Haider has to make the long walk back. 12 runs of 11 balls. Unable to capitalize on the start. And Mohammad Haider, he departs. 3 wickets down now. 44 on the board for the 7 districts. Alright, so new batter is Lahiru Sundarwan in at number 5. He's a very, very good player, Lahiru Sundarwan. He's got an opportunity now to come up the order and have some time to spend on the crease. Can he actually make it count? Can he get a good partnership on here with Shazad Ali? He scored some glorious shots, a glorious 3 boundaries in the last over. A quick single this time. This has been a very good over by Jordan Clark so far. He's picked up a wicket of the skipper Mohammad Haider. 1 wicket for 11 runs. 46 for 3. 2 more balls to go. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. That is a very good looking shot from Lahiru Sundarwan. Nice little cover drive. But just gets 1 run towards the deep point region. In fact, that is the extra covers. And was given chase. So good over here by Jordan Clark so far. 5 runs coming off this over. And most importantly, he picked up the wicket of the skipper. Last ball coming up. Good delivery. Very good delivery in fact. A dot ball to end the over. 8 overs done. It's 47 for 3. So 47 for 3 after 8. And it is the skipper, Danny Pawson, who comes into the attack to bowl the 9th over. And he's going to be bowling to Lahiru Sandharuwan. Good looking shot. Single to extra coverage. 48 on the board, and now the 7 districts will look forward to rebuilding. They've got the field restriction has been lifted. The field has been spreaded out. Just like that. They're pushing for a 2, but I think they'll end up getting only 1. Very good throw there. In fact, a bit of a misfield. Ben Wilgoss not collecting that cleanly. And also the fielder at square leg not completing the overthrow enables them to get an extra run. Danny Pawson will not be very happy with that. This is going to be a wide, but Ben Wilgoss has done brilliantly to keep that within play. It's such a pleasure to watch him keep wickets. Ben Wilgoss. It reminds me, like I've mentioned before, it reminds me the likes of Ramesh Kalawitharna and Prasanna Jawardena back for Sri Lanka. Used to be very sharp behind the stumps. There were so many wicket keepers worldwide. Moin Khan was there for Pakistan for a long time. And of course, MS Dhoni, the former Indian captain, one of the greats of the game. Who could ever keep him out? You could never keep the names of when you talk about international wicket keepers such as Ramesh Kalawitharna or MS Dhoni, Adam Gilchrist, or even for that our very own Kumar Sangakkara. Some best wicket keeper batters worldwide. South Africa had Mark Boucher for a long time. So did England. Right now they have Jos Buttler. Very, very sharp behind the stumps. A lot of talent worldwide. So 50 on the board now for the 7 districts. 52 for 3. One more ball to go in the over. This has been a good over by Danny Pawson so far. Just 5 runs off it. Hit hard into the ground. A single. So 6 runs coming off Danny Pawson's first over. It's been a good start by the skipper as well. So after 9 overs, it's 53 for 3. Alright, so 10th over in progress. And Avinash Karia comes into the attack to bowl the 10th. The Wanderers boast of a very, very good bowling attack. The likes of Avinash Karia, Abdullah Kayani, Navalesh Naidu, skipper himself, Danny Pawson. Oh, very, very nearly getting a leading edge. They got to be careful here, the 7 districts. They cannot afford to lose another wicket. They've got to make sure that they keep pushing on, get a big score, get a good partnership going in the next 5 to 6 overs without losing a wicket. And then they can perhaps try and press the paddle. Thinking of a second there, but good effort there, good fielding. That was Aaron Lilly. Gave charge to that ball a long way. Oh, that's gonna get a boundary. That is going to the boundary all the way for a 4. Just outside off stump, and a very good shot there by Shazad Ali. Well, he certainly seems to be the man who's been in very good touch here tonight. And he's making the Wanderers get a splitting headache here tonight. He's certainly been the thorn in their flesh. 2 more deliveries to go to end the 10th. Very good batting. Excellent batting. Immediately after getting a boundary, rotate yourself with a single around. 61 for 3. 1 more ball to go in the over. Oh, that's a big shot. Where's this gone? And that's gone all the way. Just over the mid-on fielder's head for a maximum. Lahiru Sundaruwan has certainly made an announcement of his arrival. That's a magnificent hit. That's carried a long way. Brilliant striking there by Lahiru to end the 10th over. Lahiru moves on to 12. After 10 overs, it's 67 for 3. It's a nice, beautiful shot from Shazad Ali. First ball of the 11th over. That was short and wide outside off stump, and Shazad Ali beautifully guides that towards that point region. Just look at that. Great timing. Magnificent placement. Full value. He seems to be batting on a different track here. Shazad Ali, 30 of 21. 71 for 3 now, the 7 districts. Danny Pawson, he'll know that he'll need to get a breakthrough here. If he can get another wicket or 2, that would certainly come in a long way to perhaps put some pressure in. They're thinking of a second, but a wide throw not helping their cause on that occasion. Oh, that's a good looking shot again. Straight to the covers. So Lahiru Sundaruwan, the short while that he's walked out to bat, he's looking extremely good out there. Very composed. Smart batting by these two. They got a boundary at the very first ball of the over. And since then they've got 3 singles immediately without getting in dot delivery. So that way, risk free. They've got 7 runs of this over so far. This is how batting should be. Oh, there you go. A moment you do praise, you know. A shot like that can come out live to Sandhu on another occasion. You can see senior partner Shazad Ali having a discussion with his partner. So last ball coming up of the 11, 74 for 3. How much more can they get here? Nicely played there. Soft hands. So add to the 11th over. 7 runs coming off that good finish by Danny Pawson there for his second. 74 for 3. Lahiru Sundaruwan on 13 and Shazad on 32. So Avinash Karya continues and straight away starts off with a wide delivery down the offside. First over being slightly expensive, going for 14 runs. Pushing for a second here, but they smartly decide against it. Flighted is in the air, but in fact it's over the field and a couple of bounces into the boundary line. A very, very good shot from Lahiru Sundaruwan. Well, he certainly is getting a standing ovation from his teammates in the dugout. They are all extremely thrilled with how Lahiru has been going about it. 17 runs of 12 balls now. Can he make a big one here tonight for the 7 districts? Oh, that's hit hard down the ground. And a great effort there. Very, very good effort there at the boundary line. I think that was Abdullah Kayani. In fact, that was Salik Shah there at the boundary lines. Once again down the leg side for a wide. Just a single there on that occasion. 83 for 84 for 3. 83 for 3. 2 more balls to go to end the 12th over. Well, he comes down the track. Lahiru Sundaruwan, where has that gone? And that has gone all the way. Another 6, the second 6 for Lahiru Sundaruwan. Well, he is looking extremely good out there today. Some belligerent hitting, some magnificent shots on that occasion, getting to the pitch of the ball and hitting it all the way. What a shot from Lahiru Sundaruwan. Beautifully played. And he now has played on to 24 now of 14 balls. This time he goes over covers. Has he found the gap? Yes, he has. Lahiru Sundaruwan, you beauty. That was a magnificent shot over covers. What an over this has turned out to be. Another expensive one for Avinash Karya. Goodness gracious, that was an outrageous cricket shot. Brilliant, brilliant over for the 7 districts. 12 overs done. It's 93 for 3. Quick delivery there. Klinberg and Shaw comes into the attack. 13th over now in progress. 94 for 3. Well, the Wanderers, they'll need a wicket here. A great partnership between these two. 50 runs between Lahiru Sandruwan and Shazad Ali. They came together when the score was at 44 for 3, and since then they've played brilliantly. They need to make sure that they keep pushing on and get a good partnership here. Very, very good recovery by these two. So 94 for 3, 7 districts. Klinberg and Shaw usually does have a knack of picking up wickets at a time when the team needed it the most. So 3 more balls to go in the over. Nicely played there. Great effort there at point by the big man Jordan Clark, throwing himself around. And another single. So this has been a good period of batting by the 7 districts. At one stage the innings was going absolutely nowhere. Now suddenly they're going at 7.58 runs per over. Oh, that's close. That's very, very close. The umpire lifts his finger. But Lahiru Sandruwan was very disappointed because that did seem like there was a big inside edge on that occasion. Let's have a look at that. Yes. I think, but unfortunately the umpire's call has made it that he has to make the long walk back. But well, there's nothing much he could do. This is how the game goes. But very unfortunate because Lahiru Sandruwan has played a magnificent knock. He was very, very busy from the moment he's walked out to bat. But very unfortunate to give an out on that occasion. Lahiru Sandruwan walks back for a very well made 29 of 18 balls. 2 boundaries and 2 sixes with a strike rate of 161. And Klinberg and Shaw provides the breakthrough. It's 96 for 4. So last ball of the 13th. Klinberg and Shaw getting the breakthrough. And new batter is Farman Ali at number 6. A dot ball to end it. Well, unfortunate for Lahiru Sandruwan. Not very unlucky for Klinberg and Shaw. He'll be extremely happy with that. And a good over, 2 wickets. In fact, 1 wicket for 2 runs of that his first over. 96 for 4. Well, Abdullah Kayani into the attack and straight away a bit too short and wide, and beautifully played on the occasion by Shazar Ali. He's been a man who's been set and gets a boundary. Beautiful batting this is from Shazar Ali. He was on a 39 of 28 now. And the 100 comes up for the 7 districts inside the 14th over. 100 for 4 now.
Yes, sir.
Just play with soft hands on the occasion. So 101 for 4. The Wanderers, they'll want to keep on chipping on the wickets here. If they can get another wicket or two, can get the wicket of Farman Ali and Shazar Ali here, they would certainly mean business. They would certainly mean they're in business if they can get another wicket or two. Nicely played there, and Farman Ali straight away off the mark. Abdullah Kayani bowling his 3rd over. Flicked off the pads. He's found the gap, but not timed it enough. They might get a couple of runs. They get it with ease. So a couple of balls to go in the over. 105 for 4. Abdullah Kayani 1 for 19 of 2.4. A quick single. So last ball coming up of the 14th. 106 for 4. Good, nicely stopped there by Abdullah Kayani. So this is once again a decent over for the 7 districts. 10 runs coming off this Abdullah Kayani's 3rd. 106 for 4 after 14. So 107 for 4. 15th over now in progress. Good change of pace there by Klinbuck and Shaw. Just turning his fingers on that ball at the last minute. Down the leg side. And I'm not sure what they are appealing for, because that was way down the leg side. Look at that. It was nowhere near the bat. Good Yorker and delivery there. Oh, that's a magnificent shot. Beautifully pulled. And that has scored all the way. And what a way to bring up his half century, Shazad Ali. He brings it up in style. That's a magnificent pull shot in front of square. Carrying it just beyond the reach of the fielder at the mid wicket, Aaron Lilly. He had no chance. And Shazad Ali brings up his half century. 50 now of 33 balls. This time a slower bouncer, but there is a fielder in the deep. Just a run down to deep square. One more ball to end the 15th. Oh, that's flicked magnificently. What a shot. The shot of the day for me today. Farman Ali, you beauty. What a pickup shot. Just look at that for class. Oh, magnificent. Magnificent to say the least. Shot of the day from Farman Ali. 15 overs done, 122 for 4. Well, Abdullah Kayani to bowl his last over and nicely paddled there on the location for a couple of runs behind square on the leg side. 124 on the board now, 15.1 overs. Down the leg side, a wide on the occasion. Abdullah Kayani today not has been his usual best. Usually very, very tight. With these conditions, with this heavy breeze across and the wind not helping him perhaps. So another single down to bid off. Well, he comes down the track just wide of the field, and the fielder makes a big miss of that. I think that was Clint Birkinshaw. In fact, I think that was Salik Shah who ran across there. We'll have a look at that again. I thought for a second the fielder was interested. Look at that. He thought the catch was coming in, then realized it was away from him. Then tried to keep that in play. And just let's look what happened after that. The ball got in contact with his body. Did any part of the ball touch the ground? Or did his body touch the ball at any given time?
It's a boundary.
Well, I just had Sir Haider Wasi Shah walk past me and say that it is a boundary. Well, my friend, you can join us in the comment box one day soon. We're still waiting. The confirmation there. Still touch and go. Let's wait for a confirmation from the third umpire. Well, it has been given a boundary. So, nevertheless, it was a good effort there in the boundary line by the fielder. Salik Shah certainly giving his best. Well, this is nicely played again into the gap. And he gets another boundary. Farman Ali has played a couple of glorious shots from the moment he's walked out to bat. This is one of them. Look at that. Oh, great square drive. The moment he's past that fielder in the 30th circle, he will get a boundary. This has been a very, very good display of batting. Good comeback here by the 7 districts. At one stage, they did seem like they're over and out. They were going at a rate of 3.5 to 4 runs and over. Now they're going at 8.5. With still 4 overs to go after this. And if they go at this rate, they certainly will be able to reach the 170-180 mark. This is starting to be extremely interesting now, to say the least. Comes down the track. An opportunity of a stumping was missed on that occasion. It was a tough chance. But knowing what Ben Vilgos does behind the stumps, I'll say that's an opportunity. Oh, goodness gracious. He had the gloves in the wrong position. Unfortunate. 136 for 4. 4 overs to go. So 17th over now in progress. 137 for 4. 2 set batters out there. A good partnership between these two. 41 runs between Farman Ali and Shazad Ali. Can Shazad Ali and Farman Ali get a continue? But it does look like they will. Farman Ali with a magnificent shot this time around. A pull shot over mid wicket. And the second 6 for him. That's carried all the way. Well, he's played some magnificent shots from the moment he's come out. Ominous signs here for the Wanderers. They'll need another wicket or two here and they'll need it fast. 47 run partnership between them. And they are going extremely well as of now. What will the captain do? What will skipper Benny Pawson do at this stage? Four more balls to go in the over. 7 runs coming out the first 2 balls. Well, he's played it into the gap this time. Farman Ali. He's been very, very good. .144 for 4. So 8 runs coming out the first 3 balls here. Oh, he's flicked that and has gone all the way. Magnificent shot by Shazad Ali. He's continuing his very good form. And he's moved on to 62 now of 39. What a magnificent innings this is turning out to be from this man. He's bought the 150 up for the 7 districts. And it's come in the 17th over. At one stage they were tottering at around the 4 runs per over, 5 runs per over mark. But it was then Shazad Ali and Lahir Usandaruwan also coming together, getting on a good partnership. And then since then, Farman Ali has also come to the party and taken the score to 150 for 4 inside the 17th over. Great batting here by the 7 districts batters. They certainly have given their team a chance, an opportunity for a big score here tonight. Good delivery there by Clint Buckenshaw. A bit of change of pace. We certainly had witnessed some brilliant shots tonight. Shazad Ali. What a knock this is turning out to be. 63. And Lahiru Sandaruwan very unlucky to have been given LBW there as well. And now even Farman Ali as well, batting beautifully out there. 17 overs done, 151 for 4 with 3 overs to go. Oh, he's guided. He's not timed it. There's a fielder coming under it. And a brilliant take there. What a catch from Salik Shah. Brilliant stuff. And he certainly took a blinder of a catch here tonight. Salik Shah. Brilliant stuff. Look at that for a catch. And a big, big wicket. Shazad Ali has got to make a big walk. Has to make the long walk back to the dressing room. Brilliant stuff, Shah. And Salik Shah has certainly taken the catch of the big fish. Shazad Ali departs. A very good knock. 63 of 41. 151 for 5. Well, so Jordan Clark picking up the second wicket, and now the new batter is Mohammad Saghir in at number 7, and he's joined Farman Ali out there. So 16 deliveries to go in the innings for the 7 districts. After being down and out in the initial stage, they've come back very, very well. Middle order has certainly come to the party for the 7 districts tonight. We've got to make sure that they push on. They can get to 170, 180 mark. It would have been a very good score. But that catch. There's another opportunity just wide of the fielder there. But that catch to dismiss Shazad Ali Bell. What a blinder that was. Brilliant take there by Salik Shah at mid-off, creating that opportunity and getting the wicket that they desperately wanted. Three more balls to go to end the 18th. 153 for 5. Trying to go off after a big heave there, Saghir. He's just walked into bat. He's got to get a sighter. I'd say initially he has to just knock it around. Give it to Farman Ali, who's been the man who's already spent some time in the middle. 25 13. I know 13 deliveries is not very much. Well, he skied this. There's an opportunity. The fielder is coming under it. Salik Shah again. And he makes no mistake once again. Two consecutive catches here in the over for Salik Shah of Jordan. And this is another wicket that goes down. Well, we just said that he had to get the single back to Farman Ali. But Mohammad Sakir, he wanted to get some big A's himself. Unfortunately, not to be tonight. 1 run for him of 3 balls, 153 for 6. So last ball of the 18th, 153 for 6. And perhaps it's going down the leg side, a run out opportunity. And another wicket falls, and it is Farman Ali who has to depart. Well, this is turning out to be a brilliant over. Look at that. Hafiz Almaz, yes, no, yes, no. And Jordan, well, he just takes the bears off. And Farman Ali has to walk back. 7th wicket down. The 7 districts now once again losing their way slightly here. 3 wickets in 1 over, not helping their cause. 153 for 7. So 153 for 7. Tharindu Pereira walks into bat at number 9. And a thick outside edge flies down to deep third. And we're in the last 2 overs of the innings. Now Tharindu Pereira, Hafiz Almas, 2 new batters in the crease. And if there's anybody, I believe that Hafiz Almas should be the man to get the majority of the strike, because he's one of the cleanest hitters of the ball. Hafiz Almas. But Tharindu can also handle himself. Oh, he goes down the ground and it's gone all the way. Landed in the yard of the school. That's a magnificent shot there by Hafiz Almas. That's carried all the way for a 6. Just the 3rd ball he faces and he's absolutely clobbered that out of the ground, Hafiz Almas. In fact, it is his 2nd ball, I'd say. 2nd ball. And what a stroke. He is one of the hardest hitters I've seen in a long time, Hafiz Almas. Can he get a few sixes here? 160 on the board now. Good bouncer there this time by Clint Buckenshaw. Slightly expensive for him today. 1 for 40 of his 3.3 overs. But the fact of the matter is he is still bowling. He's still not done. He's got 3 more balls to go. Can he get a breakthrough? Can he get another wicket? If he can perhaps get another wicket or 2 in the next 3 balls, he certainly would have done a great job. Well, that's in the air. Just falls short of the fielder at deep square. There's an opportunity and the run out's being caused. Goodness gracious, Hafiz Almas trying to return back for the second. The right decision perhaps, because they did need Hafiz Almas to have the majority of the strike. But on that occasion, a very good throw by Brandon Wally from the boundary line. Just look at that for throw. Brilliant throw. Absolutely brilliant. And Hafiz Almas makes an error of judgment, returning back for a second, and was shot in his crease by a couple of yards. So 7th wicket down, in fact 8th wicket down now. 161 on the board. So 161 for 8, 2 more deliveries to go in the 19th. Klinberg and Shaw has come back quite well here. Nicely played on the pad. New batter is Ibrar. Well, this time they stick for a 1. They're fielding very well here. Great over so far. 162 for 8 after 19. Well, an overthrow of the very first ball of the last over. And they very nearly get an overthrow there. Well, a bit of cat and mouse there between the batters and the fielders. Oh, gets an edge but does not carry to the fielder. Was the last 4 balls, and Tarindu, very good running. He got to the non-strikers in there. That was the message from the dressing room, that Tarindu Pereira had to somehow find a way to keep strike. 165 for 8 now. Can Tarindu Pereira get a couple of lusty blows? Try and get to that, perhaps the 3 balls. If they can get another 10 runs, get to that 174, 175 mark. And that would certainly give the team a very, very good chance here tonight. The 7 districts. Tarindu Pereira. Three more balls in the over to complete the innings. And he goes hard through the covers and he gets a boundary. Magnificent shot there by Tarindu Pereira. Well, he's coming to bat quite late, but Certainly he does look like he can handle the below himself. Look at that magnificent shot. Goodness gracious. He gets the boundary towards that cover region and moves on to 169 now. 2 more balls to go in the over. 169 on the board. This has been a brilliant recovery by the 7 districts. Remains to be seen how much they get in the last couple of balls. They're pushing for a 2 here. And they get it with his very good running and a wide throw. But they just get a couple of runs. So great batting here by Tarandu Pereira. Well, the Wanderers, they'll have their word cut out because when they come into bat, they will be chasing a pass score, to say the least. It is a good score. And if batted well, they can certainly come over it. Last ball of the over. Hit hard. They're pushing for a second. And another throw to the wicket keeper. Very good throw from the boundary line. But somehow Tarandu Pereira still manages to make sure that he gets back to a second. So good finish here for the 7 districts. They managed to finish at 173 for 8 in the all at 20 overs. But thanks to some good batting in the middle order, Shazad Ali, Lahiru Sandaruan, Farman Ali. And then right there towards the end, you had a couple of cameos. Hafiz Almas, a couple of deliveries, scored a couple of sixes, scored a 6. And then Tarandu Pereira towards the end just came and finished things up in style. So there you go. Was that a shot? Alright, so this is the story as far as the 7 districts are concerned. Top order, Saeed Haider and Mohammad Irfan. Not getting many runs, but it was Shazad Ali, 63 of 41. Mohammad Haider was just managed to get a start. The skipper not able to push on, but it was Lahiru Sandaruan, 29 of 18. And Farman Ali, 25 of 13. Those two, along with Shazad Ali, made sure that they get the impetus to perhaps get some runs, get to that 172 mark, and they finish with 172 for 8. 13 extras by the Wanderers. That is something perhaps that they can improve going ahead in the tournament. Well, the bowling, wicket apiece for Navalesh Naidu, Abdullah Kayani and Clint Birkinshaw, but the pick of the bowlers was Jordan Clark. A brilliant performance by him. 4 overs, 3 for 23 with an economy rate of 5.75. He certainly managed to pick up some wickets there in the middle overs and put some breaks in what seems to be a type of an innings by the 7 districts where they were running away with the game. So 173 required for victory. And this is the highlights by the 7 districts. A very good shot there. In fact, that was the dismissal, a very good catch there by Abdullah Kayani to get things moving, to get Haider Wasisha dismissed. And this was the dismissal of Mohammad Irfan. And the skipper getting a thick outside edge, getting caught by the fielder. And this is when, this was Lahiru Sandaruan, who when he came into the, batted beautifully. And that was the boundary. Some wonderful shots there by Farman Ali. And this was a couple of beautiful shots there towards the end. And that catch by Salik Shah was perhaps the catch of the day for us today. Magnificent. And this was the few other catches that went down. Salik Shah once again taking another wicket. And this was the run out. This was the run out of Hafiz Almas, who had to make his long walk back. And then after that you had right towards the end, and this was the last wicket to fall. Another run out of the boundary line. A magnificent throw there to get the last man walk right back. So 172 runs is what they managed to get. 173 runs required for victory. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be on with the batting of the Dubai Wanderers. Stay tuned. Well, good evening and welcome back. Well, good evening and welcome back. We're in for the chase of the Dubai Wanderers in pursuit of 173 for victory. But promises to be a cracker of a contest. It's a good recovery by the 7 districts. They've managed to get to 172. They could have got one extra run, but the last run being one shot enabled them to just get to 172. We're just about a couple of minutes away from the start of the game. Promises to be a very, very good contest. Well, so it's going to be Hafiz Almas to open the proceedings with the ball from the school end. It's going to be Clint Birkinshaw and Kobe, who will be opening the batting for the Dubai Wanderers. Kobe Hurft. Well, so here's the first ball of the second innings. Hafiz Almas. And very nearly getting that outside edge. Very good start here by Hafiz Almas. Keeping it just outside off stump. And getting some bit of swing early on. Moving the ball a bit too light. So Clint Birkinshaw, he's been thrusted up the order to open the batting. A bit of swing once again. Clint Birkinshaw usually bats in the middle order. So here he's been given an opportunity to go up the order and perhaps try and get some early runs. Utilize his power play overs. Get some biggies on. Gonna be interesting to see how he goes about it. Oh, that's a magnificent shot. What a shot. What a way to open your proceedings. Clint Birkinshaw has been thrusted up the order exactly for this very reason. Just look at that. Great hit down the ground. And gets a boundary. Brilliantly played there by Clint. And he opens his account with a magnificent shot down the ground. Slightly overpitched there on the occasion by Hafiz Almas. and capitalize beautifully. What a stroke there. Hafiz Almas now been put under a bit of pressure. 169 more required. This time again he goes over the midfielder. What a shot. That's gone all the way. The first shot of the first 6 of the innings for the Wanderers, and it's come off Clint Birkinshaw. Stand and deliver. One of the hardest shots to play, and he's done that with his 6 on that occasion. Hafiz Almas slightly bowling at a fuller length, and this he pegged this one short, but he did nothing much wrong there. But Clint Birkinshaw certainly seems like he is in the mood here tonight. 10 runs coming out of the first 4 balls now. This is on the pads, just knocked around towards the deep square for a single. So last ball coming up of the first over. Last ball of the first. A bit too short, but a dot ball to end it. But a good start here by the Wanderers. 11 for no loss after the first over. Well, that was hit straight back at the bowler. Hit very, very hard, and the strong breeze across the ground will definitely help the fast bowlers a bit as well to get some bit of extra swing. And see, it's got very, very cold indeed. Well, once again, hit towards the covers. Zishan Nasir opening the proceedings from the ICCA Academy end. Oh, good delivery. They're all asking the question from the umpire, but he remains unfazed, umpire Vipin Singh. Bowling it into the body of the batter. A good delivery there, Zishan Nasir this time. Keeping things nice and tight. This has been a very good over from Zishan Nasir. He's not bowled to the strength of Clint Birkinshaw here. 4 dot deliveries. Oh, look at that. Very good length. Not easy to get on top of that. Two more deliveries to end the second. 11 runs on the board. Make some room. It's in the air. Just over the fielder. The wicket keeper's handed a valiant effort there by Tarindu. Unfortunately not able to keep that, but that's hit him quite hard on the gloves, I believe, and must have hurt him a bit. But gets a boundary. And very awkward kind of a fall there by Tarindu Pereira. Well, he tries to go through the leg side, gets a thick inside edge. But no run being taken. So good over by Zishan Nasir comes to an end. Just 4 runs coming off that. 2 overs done, 15 for no loss. Well, Hafiz Almas continues. A good start here for his second over. The first over, he went for a boundary and a 6 to Clint Birkinshaw. Oh, good delivery. Very good delivery. Hafiz Almas is certainly bowling a good line and length here. In this over, he's been very good. Kobe Hafter, he's got to make sure that he tries to cover the line of the ball. There's going to be a bit of movement, especially with the new ball in this breeze blowing across the ground. It's extremely chilly out there. $15 for no loss, 2.2 overs. That's nicely played, but a very good effort there at point. Very nearly creating a run out there. Good effort there. I think that was Tarendo Pereira throwing himself across the ground. Great effort. Just look at that. Great work. Very, very good. Certainly may have saved a couple of runs for his team, if not a boundary. You need to try and stop every run possible comes your way, especially against a team like the Wanderers, who have a very good batting attack. They can take the game away from you. Down the leg side, it's going to be called a wide. Clint Birkinshaw, not someone with the strongest of techniques, but what he has is a lot of power. He's got to be a bit careful here. He's got to try and cover the line. Clint Birkinshaw, he's very cross with himself with the way he's played with that. It was outside off and just fishing his bat outside the line. Not the right call perhaps. He's got to try and perhaps get first in the line of the ball and then get into a position to play that shot. 2 more deliveries to go to in the third. A wild swing at that, Clint Birkinshaw. Well, you saw a couple of shots that came on the middle of the bat. But since then, he's kind of struggled ever so slightly, Clint Birkinshaw. But he's somebody, if he manages to spend some time in the crease, the 7 districts will have a lot of headaches to get worried about. But a great over here by Hafiz Almas after being hit for 11 runs the previous over. He's come back very strongly. Can he finish strong is the question. Kobe Hards lets it go through to end the third. 18 for no loss after 3. Magnificently played. What a shot that was. Stand and deliver. Clint Birkinshaw. You can't keep him quiet way too often. Well, technique or whatever that comes with it is out of the window. It's see the ball, hit the ball. And that's exactly what he does. That's a magnificent shot. He absolutely cocked that out of the middle of the bat. He moves on to 19 now or 15 balls. This is turning out to be a brilliant display of batting. Clinberkanshaw, he'll have to make sure that he pushes on, go on and get a big score here. 22 on the board now, 3.2 overs. It's been a watchful start. The rate required just above 9 runs and over. They're going at 6.6 presently. Plenty of time, 10 wickets in hand. The Wanderers will certainly believe that they can get a wicket out. They've got plenty of bowling options as well. Once again, he tried to hit that to the E311 highway. Clinberkanshaw just missed it by a whisker. The big man, a big unit, Clinberkanshaw. If he timed that, that ball would have certainly carried a long way. Zishan Nasir has bowled extremely well in his spell. He's given some room and cracked it through that in that extra cover region. Clinberkanshaw, that was pure class from this big unit. Look at that, goodness gracious. Absolutely smashed it with some power. Brilliant stroke there by Clinberkanshaw. 23 now for him of 17 balls. And he certainly means business. He's been promoted up the order. He's been given an opportunity to open the batting for the Wanderers, and he certainly has been doing a great job of that. The ball's gone a long way in. They've just retrieved it back. Balls to go. 26 for no loss. Eight runs coming off this over so far. Oh, Gibbs makes some room. Has he got an edge? And the umpire lifts his finger. But he says that he got a bit of shoulder. But the umpire says, well, I'm sorry, my mate. You've got to make a long walk back. Well, that was a very, very good delivery. Zishan Nasir, great, gets a breakthrough. Well, it doesn't matter because the umpire, once he says it's out, there's nothing much you could do about it. But Clinberkanshaw looked good during his stay. He says that it was his arm. But doesn't matter, my friend. First wicket down, 26 runs on the board. He goes for 23 of 18 balls. Well, new batter is the captain, Danny Pawson, who's walked into bat at number 3. Lets the ball through on his first ball. And a successful over, 2 boundaries. But most importantly, it's the wicket of Clinberkanshaw. Zishan Nasir, 2 overs, 1 for 12. After 4, it's 26 for 1. So Hafiz Almas continues his third over. 26 for 1. Kobe Huft on strike. In fact, it is the skipper, Danny Pawson, on strike now. A short and wide outside off stump. Danny Pawson trying to go through that point region. He's a very good batter, the skipper. Danny Pawson, one of the cleanest hitters of the ball I've witnessed. Very strong with his techniques. Very good player, Danny Pawson. Saw the ball outside off, and somebody who's very, very strong in that region. Oh, beautiful delivery. Magnificent delivery there by Hafiz Almas. Completely squaring the skipper on that occasion. Well, you have to certainly be a seriously good bowler if you have to beat the outside edge of a batter like Danny Pawson. Oh, look at that. Just nearly getting the outside edge. Well, he's been keeping things nice and tight. Danny Pawson will want to get a partnership here on with Kobe and make sure that they get some runs here. Got to bat till the 10th over if possible. Try taking it deep. A quick single. Not collecting it cleanly on the occasion. I think that was there. That was Tarindu. Versus going to be another dot ball to end the 5th over. So good over here by Hafiz Almas. 3 overs for 16 for Hafiz. 5 overs done, it's 29 for 1. So last over of the power play. Down the leg side, Zishan Nasir. Maybe got a bit of pad on the way. Oh, very nearly taking the umpire out of that occasion. So 29 for 1. The last couple of overs, the 7 districts have actually bowled extremely well, kept things nice and tight, not giving too much room for the batters to freeze arms. Oh, good delivery once again, but it seemed like it was going down the leg side. Zishan Nasir, tall lad. He is well, quite definitely get a bit of extra bounce of the movement of the pitch as well. So look at the replay once again. Yeah, that was quite definitely missing the leg stump. Good decision by the umpire. Four more balls to go in the over. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Zishan Nasir is bowling some magnificent deliveries here for the 7 districts so far. He's 2.3 overs, 1 for 12. His figures read. And that shows exactly how well he's bowled it tonight. And Kobe has had a very slow start. 2 runs of 9 balls. Oh, it's an off stump. So 4 deliveries to start with. Oh, that's a magnificent shot. That's a shot of some authority. Kobe has taken some time. 10 balls, just scored 2 runs, but this one was in the slot. And he absolutely hit it out of the middle of the bat. That's a wonderful shot from Kobe. Zishan Nasir having bowled extremely well up to that point. Slightly this time shorter in the body. And capitalized on that beautifully. That was a wonderful stroke. 33 for 1 now. Last ball of the power play. Last ball of the 6th. Short and wide. A very good effort there by the wicketkeeper Farman Ali, flying across to his right. Certainly saved some extras there. But Zishan Nasir having bowled really well in the first 4 balls. The last couple of balls have not been up to the mark. And want to finish strong here now. 34 for 1. Last ball of the power play. Oh, beautiful delivery. That cut in quite sharp into the right-hander. But Zishan Nasir has bowled really well so far. 3 overs, 1 for 17. So power play overs done and dusted. The 7 districts, I believe, are the happier team after the power play overs done. 34 for 1. All right, so the power play overs done and dusted. Field restrictions have been lifted. And there's been a change in the bowling. It's going to be Ibrar Ahmed into the attack to bowl the 7th over. Starts off with a wide down the leg side. Well, 34 for 1. Well, we've got a very special guest here in the combox with us. Somebody, a very well-known name in the Wanderers setup, played for the Wanderers as well. And it's Mr. Jack Luffman, the former opening batter for the Wanderers and also the chairman of the Dubai Wanderers, and presently also working for the Desert Vipers in the ILT20. Jack, welcome to the combox. Lovely to have you here.
Yeah, pleasure. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm former opening batsman just yet, but more than happy to watch the lads play at the moment. That's for sure. But yeah, looking forward to what hopefully will be a good game here down this evening.
Well, sincere apologies there for calling you former. I'm sure that's going to hurt a lot of sentiments. But, well, yeah, we've been missing you here, Jack, watching you bat, watching you play. But I know you've been always very much behind your team. Well, this was a good bouncer there on that occasion by Ibrar Ahmed. Well, you've got some serious talent in the tank, isn't it? I was just talking about especially your skipper, Danny Pawson. He's an absolute treat to watch. What plans do you have for your team, the Wanderers, going forward, and how does the selection process go? Could you give us some insight as to how the Wanderers setup does for our viewers?
Sure, not a problem. Yeah, so we're actually quite a new side, only formed in 2021. And I suppose what the point of difference we have compared to the rest, particularly in the ACL, is that we're not a corporate team. So we're members based. So we rely on sponsorship, and we all pay fees and different things like that, which is fine. It's obviously the model that a lot of us are used to in the countries that we're from originally. But yeah, we've got lots of talent over those 2 or 3 years. We've managed to attract talent, and as you say, our skipper Danny Pawson, one of those, I believe, is probably one of the best players in the country actually. And then obviously we've got sort of the likes of Clint Birkinshaw, who's well known, and Ben Wilgoss behind the stumps. And then what we've been able to do is attract, I guess, some even better players. And you've seen tonight we've got Aaron Lilly, who only retired from the first class game in August back in the UK, and obviously Jordan Clark made his debut this evening, along with the rest of them. You know, the likes of Sadiq Shah as a wicket there, but I think he got a bit quick on him, that one. But yeah, that's how we are, and our aim is to just play at the best level we possibly can, and we're really enjoying the challenge of playing the ACL.
Well, yeah, let's get back to that very shortly as a wicket falls, and it is Kobe Hurft who got a good delivery there. And the Wanderers, they lose their second wicket. We'll join back in the communication here with Mr. Jack Luffman once we come back after the break. 6.4 overs, 38 for 2. Well, so the new batter is Brannan Wally walking in at number 4. The Wanderers are in a spot of bother here, Jack. But with these two batters out there, you've got Danny Pawson still out there in the middle, 3 runs of 8 balls, and we know what he can do once he gets in, isn't it? A steep score, 135 runs required of 13.2 overs. Nicely played there with soft hands, down to deep third for a single. Well, we were just talking about the talent coming through and the Wanderers, the setup. Well, what's your role at the ILT20? You work for the Desert Vipers. Could you give us some feedback on that, what you really do?
Yeah, sure. So I've just actually started full-time. Technically, today. I left my teaching role yesterday, but I've been doing it for the last sort of 2 or 3 months. And basically, community engagement officer, so trying to build a fan base. We've written a schools program that we've started to deliver to 8 to 13-year-olds, and the franchise's point of difference is sustainability. So that schools program is not only cricket based but also educational around sustainability. And today was our sustainability game actually. So it's a great shot there from Porce, 4 runs hopefully. Yeah, good shot, Danny. Yeah, like you say, if Danny can get in, I think we could be going. And Brannon's a very, very talented player as well. And then obviously we've then got the 2 big boys to come in, hopefully, and of course Salik Shah. So not all over yet, but yeah, that's my role in the ILT20, and we'll be doing more community engagement activations throughout the year. So I am full time now. So you'll see lots of the Vipers out and about doing different things, both with schools, within the community, cricket and non-cricket. So yeah, looking forward to the challenge. It's 20 years I've been teaching, nearly. So a big jump, but one I'm really excited to do, and hopefully build on what we started last year with the Vipers, and things have been going well. We had over 10,000 today at the stadium, so that was really, really good.
Well, that's absolutely amazing, and congratulations. The Vipers coming victorious today, and I can see that the celebration mood is still on, and the and the smiling faces, and what better way if the Wanderers can also get a victory here tonight, isn't it?
That's it, yeah. I said this morning I wanted 4 wins, so that was our second team playing today earlier on, and they won. The Vipers, we won. Tottenham Hotspur's my football team, and unfortunately Everton equalised in injury time, so I've got 2 wins of the draw. So I'll take 3 wins of the draw today. So hopefully the lads will bring the 3rd win home for us today.
Good delivery there. Mohammad Irfan introduced into the attack. So now basically it is a long tournament, isn't it? The Arabian Cricket League. So plenty of cricket coming our way. 5 weeks of action, 60 odd games. And with how things have panned out, the Wanderers have been one of the top teams in the tournament. And going into it, I'm sure they definitely be one of the hot favourites. That was perhaps going down the leg side on that occasion. Brannon Wally, another very, very big unit, can hit the ball a long way. And certainly 130 of 12.4 overs with a rate of 10.26. Well, I'd say it's still not a cause for concern for the Wanderers, isn't it? They'll still back themselves. You will back yourself to chase even perhaps 150 in the last 10. If you can have Danny Pawson and the likes of Salik Shah to come into bat. And this is going to be an interesting chase.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think 10 and over, 10, 11 over we're probably okay with, but there's no doubt that we need to sort of get some momentum back in our favour, so that we can set it up for one of these 2 to go through the innings, and then one of Aaron Lilly or Jordan Clark and Salik Shah to bring us home. But yeah, we're not panicking just yet, but we do need to swing some momentum around, I think. And yeah, we've had a good start to the tournament, 2 from 2, play some really good cricket. I just think that if we could pull this victory off against probably arguably one of the favourites for the title, then make a bit of a statement in the league and across the country, really.
Well, they certainly do, and they do. The Wanderers, they are a very, very formidable unit, to say the least. Definitely going to give a good run for the money of all the other teams competing here, the Wanderers. And today, the Wanderers going up against one of the top teams. And look at that first shot. That was a magnificent hit. And everybody taking cover. There are some families, some kids, all running for cover. Well, Danny Pawson. What a stroke. Just look at that. Goodness gracious. Nearly taking out the people out there. Looks like everybody's got a bit of concern. And I think it's all good to go. Well, Danny's causing some serious damage even out of the ground here. Oh, he goes again. This time again through the same region. Danny Pawson, you beauty. Magnificent hitting this is. And I think it's about time they move those people out of there, isn't it?
Yeah, he certainly bowled those two in a left-hander's arc, and Pawson's put those away nicely. That's kind of the momentum I was talking about. You know, that can really shift it and puts the fielding side, the fielding captain under a bit of pressure. So let's hope now we can build on that, because as you can see now, the rate suddenly decreases when you take 12 off 2 deliveries. So, yeah, keep going, Danny Pawson, I say.
Well, he absolutely does. We'll talk about it in the next over. 56 for 2 after 8. So 9th over now in progress. Well, looks like the Wanderers have now decided that it's about time that they get things moving, because the rate after that couple of sixes from Danny Pawson in the previous over has now come below 10 runs and over. They'll need a few lusty blows from here on. 116 required of 11.5. Well, Jack, at the start, the Wanderers bowled extremely well. And then towards the middle overs, they did give a few runs thanks to some brilliant batting by the middle order of the 7 districts. But I'm sure you're quite aware of the fact that the 7 districts are also one of the top teams going around in the domestic circuit in UAE. Well, this is in the air. Has that gone all the way? And a very good effort. That was some wonderful effort there by the fielder at the deep. I think that was Zishan Nasir. But I'm sure the umpires will want to have a look at that. Just look at that for effort. Great effort there in the boundary line. He was airborne. The ball was in play at that time, and he's done brilliantly. He's done absolutely brilliantly. Kept that in the field of play. Zishan Nasir certainly saved 5 runs for his team. Great stuff. And it is these moments, isn't it, that actually can take the game either way. Those 1 or 2 runs that being saved by the opposition, that can perhaps be the difference between victory and defeat.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, that saved a certain 6, so saved 5 runs there, and that makes all the difference. I mean, you said earlier that they started well with the ball, the Wanderers, and the lads said they were pretty honest and said, yeah, we kind of misfired a little bit in those middle overs. Probably they got 20 or 30 more than we'd have liked. But like you said, 7 districts are a really impressive outfit. I think they've built themselves over the last 2 or 3 years, and they've got some really fine players. So, you know, there's no disgrace in that. And it takes 2 teams, you know, people are allowed to play well against you. So, yeah, you know, that the lads were quite honest. Would have liked to have done better in that middle overs, but it is what it is, and we just got to try and chase the runs now. And it's great to see, though, fielding like that. I've been in the country 6 years, and I think it's fair to say that when I first started playing over here, that there's a lot of local players or the expat players who didn't care too much for fielding. Let's be quite honest. So as a batter, you were, you know, that most definitely 6 years ago that would have been 6 without a doubt. So it's good to see, and the levels, and it's only good for people watching, for you guys broadcasting, and also ultimately for UAE cricket.
Well, that was a very, very good point that you made there, Jack. When it comes to UAE cricket, right now there is a lot of cricket being played across the country. And there is no dearth for talent here in the UAE, isn't it? Be it Obviously, you're not going to find locals very few play cricket, but it is mostly the expat community that forms the cricket culture here in the UAE. Players from India, from Pakistan, from Sri Lanka, and even from the UK and South Africa as well. That was a wide delivery. Danny Pawson looking to come down the track. The umpire was in two minds. He was thinking to go for a wide, and then he changed his mind. But Ibrar Ahmed having bowled extremely well. 14 runs coming off his 1.5 overs. He's picked up a wicket as well. So the Wanderers going at 7.02 runs as of now. 62 for 2. Last ball coming up of the ninth. Just knocked off the back foot. Danny Pawson, he's 23 or 15 now, and he certainly seems to have got into the groove. He's striking at 125 plus at this stage, and in the last 11 overs they require another 110 for victory at exactly 11 runs and over. 63 for 2 after 9. Oh, magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Danny Pawson with a brilliant pull shot in front of square. Look at that, a bit too short. And that he got on top of it and beautifully plays it into the gap right towards us here in the comm box. And Jack Luffman straight away sitting right beside me gives a thumbs up to his skipper. Well, what do you think about that? Could you describe that shot for us here?
Yeah, I think it was just slightly short, and Pawson was on it very quickly and managed to pump it through mid-wicket. It was still travelling when it came in front of us. So, and there's a slower bouncer there, and he's managed to get that one through the gap as well. Another great shot from Pawson. I'm not going to do the commentator's curse, so I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but we just need to keep going. I think the key, this is a good partnership, but Pawson is now the key here, and just don't need to panic, because at 9 and over on this ground with a shortish boundary with the wind, I think, and some strong batting to come, I don't think it's much of an issue. But when you're chasing these scores, what you definitely need is wickets in hand. So hopefully we just need to play some clever cricket now, and that victory will be, well, there or thereabouts, hopefully.
Well, 9.2 overs, 71. He's slashed it wide outside off, straight down to the fielder at the deep. Well, Jack, once again, we were just let's just touch on the subject of talent here in the UAE. Okay, so you being a team owner yourself for the Wanderers, you are indeed cultivating that talent in your team, and so has the 7 districts. Teams like the 7 districts, Mohammad Haider has brought in some brilliant players into the domestic circuit. Also, I think Haider Ali now playing for the ILT20, representing the 7 districts previously, along with Abdul Ghaffar. So are there any players in the Wanderers that perhaps may get into that ILT20 or the Abu Dhabi T10 league in the future? I'm sure there are a lot of talent, but is there anybody who is perhaps the sights have been set by these international franchises from the Wanderers?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think we've got our captain Danny on strike now. He's only 31, 32, so I think that he's had a bit of a taste in the D10 and D50. So I think he would certainly be putting himself forward for that ILT20 development competition or talent spotting next year, along with one or two others. Abdullah Kayani is obviously probably outside of Haider Ali. He's probably the best left-arm spinner in the country. So yeah, I'm sure there's some lads in the Wanderers and other sides that would look to put themselves into that into that tournament, into that development piece, in the hope of getting, you know, a draft. Brandon Varley's just using his brute force there. It was a strange kind of, almost like a tennis shot, back of the length, and smashed through wide, long on. But yeah, and I think, talk about talent, there's loads of talent in the UAE, and it slowly but surely coming to the fore. I think I would like to see some longer format cricket played, because I think, I don't know this, but I would hope that the UAE or the Emirates Cricket Board envisages becoming a full nation, test playing nation, or certainly 50 over ODIs. And to do that and to be successful, you've got to have your domestic players playing more of it. I know there's the D50, but I think that certainly us as a side would love to play some longer format cricket. That's obviously what a lot of us are used to back in the UK or South Africa. But at the minute, you play what's in front of you, and it's great to see. I noticed that 7 districts have got like a second team or a junior team or a development team, which is great, and have got all the infrastructure around that as well. So yeah, I just think that as long as clubs keep following that, and the Emirates Cricket Board and the ICC and the ACL, you know, work together, I think we can create a really strong competition and a nice pyramid that will only help the ILT20 and ultimately the national side, which, you know, even as an Englishman sat here, you know, in I guess my adopted country at the moment, you know, I'd love to see the UAE perform. They're doing really well, don't get me wrong, but I'd love to see them performing as the likes of Afghanistan and Ireland have done on their journey through. So hopefully all together we can start sort of channeling that talent, and it comes to the fore on the international stage.
Some great insights there by the chairman of the Dubai Wanderers, Jack Luffman. Thank you very much, Jack, for coming here to the Combox with us and sharing your insight. And we really hope the very best for the Wanderers and for your personal journey as well, for the Desert Vipers. All the very best and go well. And we hope that you'll be able to lift the trophy in the ILT20 as well as here the Arabian Cricket League. Thank you very much for coming.
No problem. It's a pleasure. Hopefully I'll join you again another night.
Absolutely. You're always most welcome and absolute natural. I'm sure you're going to take our spot one day.
Never know. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jack. Thank you. Well, so that was Jack Luffman. Thorough gentleman. An absolute pleasure to talk to. So 10.2 overs. A quick single, a direct hit. But I think Brannan Wally was safely back in the crease. $80 for 2. So just making sure that he was back safely there. Yes, he was safe and sound back in the crease. So 80 for 2 after 10.3 overs. Danny Pawson 34 of 10. Brannan Wally 10. A good partnership of 42 between these two. Oh, that's hit hard, but straight down the throat of the fielder at mid-off. A big wicket here. The Danny Pawson, the captain of the Wanderers, has to make the long walk back. Goodness gracious. Well, they're just perhaps tricking, but I think if to make sure the fielder was inside the 30-yard circle, but I think there's nothing much to do. Danny Pawson, a very good knock of 34 of 22 balls. Good catch there by Shazad at mid-off. Saghir picks up that wicket. The Wanderers just at the right time when they were able to get some runs going. Unfortunately loses their skipper. Big wicket here. Third wicket down, 80 runs on the board. Well, 80 for 3. New batter is Jordan Clark making his debut for the Wanderers here at the ICCA Academy. Going to be very interesting to see how he goes about it. Last ball of the 11th. Solidly played behind that. A single to end the 11th. So 7 districts right now will be very happy with their progress. Certainly right on the top after the dismissal of the skipper. 81 for 3 after 11. 92 required of 9 overs. Oh, that was hit very nicely into the gap. First ball of the 12th over. And Jordan Clark, having just walked out to bat the second ball on debut, and cracks that through the point region for a boundary. That's a magnificent shot by Jordan Clark. And what a way to get your innings moving here. Crucial time of the game. 88 runs required for victory. And Jordan Clark, well, he's a great all-rounder to have in your team, isn't it? Both some decent medium paces. Now, he's been given an opportunity with the bat here. 5 runs of 3 balls. Can he make it count? He'll need to make sure that he plays a long innings here with Brandon Wally, 10 of 10. Still plenty of batting yet to come. There are some big hitters like Salik Shah who might walk into bat next. And also Aaron Lilly, who played first-class cricket in the UK. So plenty of batting yet to come for the Dubai Wanderers. No dearth for talent there indeed. That is pulled in front of square. Has he got it into the gap? In fact, he has. Another wonderful shot there by Jordan Clark. Absolutely smashed it out of the middle of the bat. What a way, what a shot. And now, this is going to give some serious headache for the 7 districts. Brilliant shot there by Jordan Clark. 89 for 3, 11.3 overs. And now, 84 required for victory of 9.8. 9.8 the required rate. This is going to be a crucial period of play. Lahiru Sundaruwan into the attack, and he's been taken to the cleaners. He goes over covers, and that's gone all the way for a maximum. What a shot. That's absolutely magnificent hitting here by Jordan Clark. That's gone all the way. And Lahiru Sundaruwan has been taken to the cleaners by Jordan Clark. Just walking into bat. And he's absolutely smashed him. Absolutely smashed him. 15 of 6 balls, Jordan Clark. Having just walked out to bat at the dismissal of Danny Pawson. And since then he's been in murderous form. 14 runs coming off this over so far. Lahiru Sundaruwan, well, what a time to come into bowl when you've got a batter like Jordan Clark who can go absolutely bonkers. This is in the air, an opportunity of a catch, and it's been taken. A very, very good catch there by Farman Ali. Goodness gracious, Jordan Clark. He came like a tsunami and left like a tornado. Very good change of pace. Digging it halfway on the pitch. Getting a top edge. And a good catch there. Very, very good catch there by the wicket keeper. A great take there. Farman Ali causes the dismissal. Jordan Clark departs for 15 of 7. 200 strike rate. A good whirlwind innings. Unfortunately, it does not last long. 95 for 4. Well, the 7 districts are certainly making some serious inroads here. Lahiru Sandaruwan picking up a crucial wicket of Jordan Clark, who was batting beautifully. And the new batter is Salik Shah, walking in at number 6, another class batter. They'll need him to fire tonight. 12 overs done, 95 for 4. So Mohammad Sagir into bowl his second over. 96 for 4, 77 required. 8 overs. They've got to go at a rate close to 10 runs and over. Not going to be an easy task. Relatively 2 new batters out there. This is going to be an interesting phase of play here. Good delivery, very good delivery. Just around that middle and off. Just keeping things nice and tight. Oh, that's pulled hard. And a great effort there by Syed Haider Wasisha. As quick as a lightning on his feet, and certainly saved the boundary. Great work there. Saved 3 runs for his team. That was hit really, really hard. Wonderful effort there in the deep of the boundary line by Haider Wasisha. 97 for 4 now. Mohammad Sagir slightly angling down the leg side on that occasion. Oh, he's got a top edge. That's going away down to the boundary line. There's nothing much the fielder could do there. A top edge, and well, very, very unlucky to say the least. Brannan Wally is not going to mind. They'll take the runs any way it comes. And that boundary's brought the 100 up for the Dubai Wanderers. It has come in the 13th over. 15 of 12 now for Brannan Wally. 101 for 4, 72 required for victory, 7.2 overs. Well, this game, I feel, is gonna get really tight. Goes down to long on for a single. Well, these two are gonna be a very, very crucial cog in the wheel for the Wanderers. They've got to make sure that they get a partnership on. If not, the 7 districts, we know what they can do. Being a very good team, one of the best teams going around in the domestic circuit. They can be all over you like a swarm of flies. Last ball coming up of the 13th, 102 for 4. Salik Shah on strike. Squeezes that out. Down to deep fine. Haider Wasisha cuts that off. 1 run to end the 13th. So once again, good over. 8 runs come off that Sagir second. 103 for 4 after 13. Well, so there's a change in the bowling. It's going to be Zishan Nasir back into the attack. Just a 1 over gig for Lahiru Sundarwad. He was taken apart by Jordan Clark in the previous over and also managed to cause his demise, the dismissal. Well, there you see me in the background, all wrapped up in this cold weather. 104 for 4. 14th over now in progress. Oh, good delivery. Just trying to guide that down to deep third. Good start here by Zishan Nasir so far. 18 for 1, 3.2 overs. He's bowled quite well. He's going to bowl out here. Last over of his spell. Zishan Nasir. A good delivery. Trying to hit the block hole. Gets a single down to the mid-on region. So 105 for 4, 13.3 overs. Comes down the track and hits it beautifully, but unable to find the gap there, Salik Shah. The rate required now again has climbed close to 10.5, above 10.5 now. That can climb pretty fast if they don't keep their required rate in check. But they've got 6 wickets in hand, 67 on the board. Still, it could be anybody's game. 2 more deliveries to end the 14th. Oh, that's pulled. Was this gone? Just falls short of the fielder. Tharindu overrunning on that. And then inadvertently gives another additional run. Caught there by surprise there, Brandon Wally with that bouncer. A very awkward position. So 13.5 overs, 108 for 4. 5 runs coming off this over so far. Well, dot ball to end the over. Good over there by Zishan Nasir. It's been a very good spell. 1 for 22 off his 4 overs. He's bowled really well. 14 overs done, 108 for 4. 65 required for victory of the last 6 overs. So Hafiz Almas brought into the attack to bowl his last over. None for 16 so far. And a magnificent shot. What a shot there from Salik Shah. Well. This is what Salik Shah could do to you. You bowl a bit too short and he's going to keep hitting you all day long to that region. Oh, look at that. Magnificent hitting. Absolutely cocked that at the middle of the bat. Oh, look at that ball disappear over into the trees and in towards those practice pitches and the far end of the ground. 114 for 4 now. Salik Shah is going to be the crucial wicket here. Can they find his breakthrough? The 7 districts will know that if they be able to get a breakthrough here, they would be right in the top of the game here. But not with this man out there. He could take the game away from you in a matter of couple of overs. That's going to be called a wide. Hafiz Almas has bowled extremely well up to this point, but now he's got to make sure that he finishes things nice and tight. He makes sure that he tries and hits the block holes at this stage. They've got to make sure that they try to perhaps learn the art of death bowling and bowling it into the crease. Wide Yorkers can be very difficult to implement. Well, this is in the air. There's an opportunity. There's a fielder coming under it. And the catch has been taken. Salik Shah, the man who's very, very crucial for the Wanderers, unfortunately has to make the long walk back. The 7 districts are right now right at the top of the game. And Salik Shah, that was a whirlwind knock, 10 runs of 7 balls. Unfortunately not able to make a big mark on the game. He has to depart. He has to walk back. And the Wanderers have lost half their side. In a spot of bother, 115 for 5. Well, new batter in is Aaron Lilly, walking in at number 7. And straight away he plays a magnificent square drive, a square cut towards the deep third region, and gets off the mark with a boundary. That's a beautiful shot. Just exactly what the doctor ordered for the Wanderers. They'll want now Aaron Lilly to capitalize. Make sure that he gets some runs for his team. 54 runs required for victory. Still very much anybody's game. The 7 districts, I'd say, are slightly on top. But if Aaron Lilly and Brandon Wally can get going, can be some serious questions to be answered by Mohammad Haider. In the air, just falls short of that field at short fine. Very, very nearly carrying through. Still batters yet to come here for the Wanderers. Abdullah Kayani might walk in next at number 8. Saw Abdullah Kayani scoring that 6 to win the previous game against the Fly Emirates. And 5 runs required for victory. He just came out and stood there and smashed it over the mid-off fielder's head for a maximum. Well, I think he's going to play a role tonight as well. This game seems like it's going to go all the way down to the wire. Aaron Lilly, former first-class cricketer in the UK. Short and wide, played straight down the throat of the fielder, and he drops it. An opportunity goes down for the 7 districts. Everybody's hands on the hips, the skipper's hands on the hips. And that was absolute disaster. That was Mohammad Irfan. No, I beg your pardon. That was yes, that was Mohammad Irfan with the drop catch. Oh, that is once again played into the gap. Is he going to get a boundary there? Yes, he has. Yes, he is. Brennan Wally has played that beautifully through that cover region. 120 comes up, 124 now for 5 after 15 overs. Still 49 runs now require, and they require exactly at 9.8 runs and over. This is going to be an exciting finish. 124 for 5. Well, this is the story. Clint Birkinshaw getting a start early on, and then you had the skipper 34 of 24, 22. Great knock, unfortunately falling. Jordan Clark, a whirlwind 15 of 7, and Sadiq Shah also a quick 10 of 8. Not able to capitalize, but Brandon Wally still out there in the middle, 23 of 18. And Aaron Lilly has just walked out to bat. So, gonna be very, very interesting. The last 5 overs gonna be certainly a power-packed one. Mohammad Irfan has been given the ball, dropping that catch previously. The question is, how costly is that gonna be? Can he certainly get a wicket or two here, try to redeem himself? 124 for 5. Good delivery there. They're pushing it, just push it. They're thinking of a second, but I think they'll just stick to 1 here on this occasion. Aaron Lilly, 5 of 3 on strike now. In fact, it's going to be Brandon Wally who is on strike. So we're into the last 5 overs of the innings. Where is this going to go? Oh, that's hit hard, and he's found the gap through the cover region. That's a magnificent shot there by Brandon Wally. He moves on to 27 now. Well, game on. And the game on. It is certainly going down, right down to the wire here. What a game of cricket we are having here at the ICCA Academy. Already more than 300 runs being scored so far in the day. This is exactly the kind of game that we all look forward to having, isn't it? Goes down the ground again. Haider Wasi Shah at the boundary line. A great throw to the wicket keeper. He's certainly got a very strong arm there, Haider Wasi Shah. 130 now for 15.3 overs. Aaron Lilly and Brandon Wally, they certainly want to make sure that they see their team through. They don't want to give anything to chance. They need to keep picking wickets here in regular intervals, the 7 districts. If they can break this partnership, bring in Abdullah Khayani. Can they get Abdullah Khayani's wicket as well? The complexion of the game can change. Oh, that's magnificent. Look at that for improvisation. Aaron Lilly got in line with the ball. Waited for it. A bouncer by Mohammad Irfan. And he plays it beautifully over the wicket keeper's head. Great improvisation. And that is some talent, I'll tell you. Mohammad Irfan now been put under tremendous amount of pressure. It's been a forgettable night for him. He's gone for 38 runs of 2.4 overs. This over's gone for 10 runs. He's still got 2 balls. And just to add to those woes of Mohammad Irfan and the 7 districts, he dropped a catch in the previous over as well. So, well, he's gonna certainly have a very, very awkward time in the dressing room today, especially with his skipper. Goes down the ground this time. A single to mid-on. So 135 for 5. One more ball to end the 16th. 38 now required of 4.1 overs. Can they get a 6 here? Can they finish it off with a boundary in this over? Last ball of The 16th coming up. Good delivery that to end it. A bit of change of pace. So 16 overs done. 135 for 5. 38 required for victory of the last 4 overs. Well, it's going to be Mohammad Sagir to bowl the 17th. It's going to be a crucial over under the context. A good delivery. A fuller delivery. But they're asking the question, but I think that was the bat hitting the ground on the occasion. Good delivery. Yorker length. So 5 more balls to go to end the 17th. And a fuller delivery this time. Well, Aaron Dilly asking for a wide from the umpire. Well, what the umpire says was he's standing outside on off stump. So with that, does the ball, they say the line also moves along with when the batter moves as well. Well, the ball did pitch outside that line, but maybe the umpire's argument was that he was also batting on middle. Oh, he's gone over point. And they get another couple of runs. Good running here by both batters. So 36 required. It's a good start here by Sagir. Just 2 runs on the first 3 balls. And that's going to be called a wide. Yes, it is. This is once again some very good bowling by Mohammad Sagir. Oh, that one, had that been a direct throw, would have been very interesting. So good over here by Mohammad Sagir. He's been hitting those wide Yorker lengths throughout this over. That's exactly what we've been talking about. Very difficult to get that ball away when it's at that length. On that occasion, Aaron Lilly played extremely well to get a couple of runs. Once again, hitting that Yorker length to perfection. This is some brilliant bowling by Mohammad Sagir. He certainly has bowled a very, very good line and length here. And a good spell. 2.5 overs, 1 for 17. 32 required of 3.1 overs. He's got one more over after this, so very likely he will be bowling the 19th over. They say that the 19th over is usually the crucial over of an innings. Oh, that's a French cut. The old-fashioned French cut. There is nothing much the bowler could do. Mohammad Sagir, spare a thought for him, because he's bowled absolutely brilliantly in this over. Look at that. There's nothing much you could do. Bottom edge down towards the fine leg region. Gets a boundary to end the over. So very unfortunate there for Sagir. A good over was just spoiled by that boundary of that last one. 17 overs done, 145 for 5. 28 required for victory of 3 overs. So 18th over in progress. Shot, and that's a beautifully hit shot. What a shot all the way. That's a 6 over the cover fielder. That is some serious shot, I'll tell you. Aaron Lilly, look at that for hitting. Goodness gracious. That's gone all the way. A maximum. And that 6 has brought the 150 up for the Dubai Wanderers. 151 for 5. 22 required of 2.5 overs. Well, now, I'd say the Wanderers have got the edge. Oh, that's through the covers. Another boundary. Magnificent hitting. This is by Aaron Lilly. Well, well, well. This is turning out to be a magnificent knock here by the big man. He moves on to 26 of 20. 26 runs for him. 40-run partnership between these two. 26 of 13 balls. 200 strike rate. Now 18 required of 16 balls. The Wanderers will believe that they've got the game in the bag at this stage. The 7 districts, on the other hand, they need some wickets. And they need the wickets now. Abdullah Kayani yet to come into bat. Still in the dugout. And they believe they've got things here. Oh, that's magnificent. Well, we are witnessing an innings of a lifetime here from Aaron Lilly. What a knock this is turning out to be. He certainly is turning the heat on here in the ICCA Academy. And this is absolutely brilliant. He is hitting the bowlers to all parts of the park. And the 7 district, the skipper, the bowler, the fielders, they have no answer whatsoever. They have absolute no answer whatsoever. Well, temp has been flaring out there. There's a lot of discussions. We hope sometimes at times like this, things can get carried away. Take a short break, 159 for 5. Well, so 159 for 5. Certainly things have got really, really heated up here in the ICC Academy. Out there in the center, temper has been flaring. Everyone's on edge. Well, everyone's got to take a breather because it's just a game of cricket. And well, getting back to the cricket now. 14 runs have come off the first 3 balls of Ibrahim Ahmed. He's gone for some runs. Aaron Lilly's playing a magnificent knock. 30 off 14 balls. 14 runs required for victory. Oh, that's guided over the wicket-keeper's head. Gets a boundary. Oh, right now I think it's all done and dusted, isn't it? I think the Wanderers have got the game in the bag. 163 for 5 of 17.4 overs. And right now just 10 runs required of 2.2 overs. 14 balls. And Aaron Lilly is playing a magnificent knock here. 34 of 15. Brandon Wally 32 of 22. A 48-run partnership between these two. And they certainly have made sure that there are no further hiccups. What a great chase this has turned out to be. This certainly is an absolute brilliant one. A single down to long off. Great batting. Ibrahim Ahmed has certainly been taken apart. 19 runs coming off this over. Certainly putting the game away from the reach of the 7 districts. Last ball of the 18th coming up. Brandon Wally on strike. Hits it hard. Great fielding there by the skipper. And the 50-run partnership comes up between these two. Brilliant stuff. 165 for 5 after 18 overs. 8 runs required for victory. Well, the 19th over now in progress. Mohammad Sagir is gonna bowl the 19th over. Can he pull a rabbit out of the hat here, Mohammad Sagir? Can he get a breakthrough? A 50-run partnership. They've certainly put the Wanderers into a tremendous position here. Good delivery once again. Yorker length. Nicely played, smartly played. Not trying to do anything too fancy. Right now the Wanderers, they've got the game in the bag. They've got to make sure that they don't let the emotions take over them. They've got to play star smart. Just 7 runs required for victory. 166 for 5. Mohammad Sagir, 22 runs and 1 wicket in his 3.2 overs. He's bowled really well. Aaron Lilly now on strike. Once again, a good delivery. Yorker length, they're pushing for a second. Will they get a second? I think they will. Excellent running. Fantastic stuff. 5 runs required for victory now. It was an overthrow, but no extras been taken there. So, well, the Wanderers just 1 hit away from victory now. Just 1 hit away. 168 for 5. 5 runs required for victory. 9 balls. Well, I'd say it's safely in the bag now. Oh, Wes is gone. He finishes it off in style. The Wanderers have done a magnificent chase here at the ICC Academy. It certainly has been no shortage of entertainment at the ICC Academy. And thanks to these men in pink to putting up a brilliant performance with the bat. What a turnaround this has been. At one stage, they did seem like they were down and out, but they've come back and played brilliantly. Absolutely fantastic. Great stuff, great. But the tempers still being heated, and they've got to take things, they've got to cool things down here. And, well, nevertheless, the better team won. The Wanderers, they win by 5 wickets in 18.4 overs. Great scenes. In fact, a wonderful partnership, making sure they see the team through. So for the batting, the Wanderers, a good start by Clint Birkinshaw, 23 right at the top. Danny Pawson, 34 of 22. And then you had Brandon Wally, 34 of 25, remain not out. And Aaron Lilly, 43 of 18, making sure that they see the team through, winning by 5 wickets. Well, with the ball, a wicket apiece for Hafiz Almaz, Zishan Nasir, Ibrar Ahmed, Mohammad Sagir and Lahir Sandarwan. But the pick of the bowlers was Mohammad Sagir. After a brilliant performance, 3.4 overs, 1 for 30. He certainly was he bowled extremely well in the death overs, but unfortunately, 20 run short. And these, unfortunately, for the 7 districts, the Dubai Wanderers were way too strong. These were the wickets that fell. This was the highlights of the chase. Some brilliant shots, some magnificent hitting by the Wanderers batting made sure that they got over the line. Some wickets kept falling in regular intervals, and this was the boundary. The Wanderers, the skipper, when Danny Pawson, this was the maximum, and this was finally the wicket that fell. That Danny Pawson, when he fell, at one stage we thought that it was all over, and Salik Shah came out to bat, hit a brilliant 6, and then straight away he gets caught. A very good catch there by Farman Ali, the wicket keeper. But since then, there was absolutely no mistake whatsoever by the Wanderers. They batted absolutely magnificently. Made sure that this 59-run stand between Aaron Lilly and Brandon Wally made sure they put the game away from the reach of the 7 districts. Well, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, before we come back, we'll have a quick look at the summary. The 7 districts batting first, posting 172 for 8. Shazad scoring 63 of 41. Lahir Sandarwan 29 of 18. Farman Ali 25 of 13, enabling them to get to a score of 172. Jordan picking up 3 wickets for 23 on his debut. Navalesh Naidu 1 for 24 and Abdullah Kayani 1 for 34 off his 4 overs. The Wanderers in response 174 for 5 in 18.4 overs. Thanks to some brilliant performance by Aaron Lilly, 43 of 18. Danny Pawson 34 of 22 and Brandon Wally 34 of 25. 1 wicket apiece for Lahiru, Zishan and Mohammad Sagir, not enabling them to limit this Wanderers charge. The Wanderers winning by 5 wickets. So once again, we're going to take a quick short break, and when we come back, we'll have the post-match presentation.
Number 25 of the Arabian Cricket League, which was played between the Dubai Wanderers and the Seven Districts. Before we begin, we'd like to thank our sponsors for their unwavering support towards this tournament. The tournament organizer being the ICCA Academy, the streaming partner FanCode, the support sponsor Seven Districts, YouTube streaming partner Cricfit, and the broadcast and event partner Sport Ethics. In this match number 25, the Dubai Wanderers winning the toss, electing to bowl first. The Seven Districts posting 172 for 8, and in response the Wanderers chasing it down with 5 wickets to spare, 174. But we'd like to invite Mr. Iftikhar Ali to hand over the Arsuk.com Player of the Match Award along with a special gift hamper from Arsuk.com. And the Arsuk.com Player of the Match performance goes to Mr. Jordan Clark for a brilliant 3 wickets, 1 catch, and 15 runs of 7 balls as well along to go with that. Brilliant performance on debut here at the ICC Academy. Jordan Clark at the Arabian Cricket League. Great stuff, brilliant stuff. Also, please accept the gift hamper as well. We've got a couple of words, Jordan. Well, congratulations. You're on debut. And a brilliant game for you tonight. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's nice to get the win. Obviously got a little bit heated towards the end, but the boys got over the line nicely. Aaron batted really well at the end, finished it off nicely. So yeah, good win.
So this is your first game here. What is your plans moving forward into the tournament?
I'll just sort of see what my availability is. Obviously nice to get a game tonight under lights. It was obviously a really good facility and the pitch was really good. Yeah, I'll just obviously have to check my calendar. Got a little one at home which I'm looking after, so yeah, it'd be nice to play a bit more. It was really good.
Brilliant. All the very best and go well.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers, mate.
Thank you. Well, so that's Arsuk.com Player of the Match, Jordan Clark. Well, we're going to take a short break. Stay tuned because it's going to be a double header tonight, and we'll be back live shortly with the toss.